So tell me why it is that I just had an incredibly weird dream. Basically, in my dream, I was being attacked by a bunch of rotten, nasty people from my hometown. Okay? So basically, that tells me there is a group of men from my hometown right now who are playing around in some hocus pocus. We've got a Dumbledore and a Harry and a Ron, probably a Neville somewhere, playing bippity boppity. But anyway, listen to this crazy dream that I just had. I was pregnant in my dream, and I was like having contractions. And I was in a school, like in a high school, and for whatever reason, somebody gave me drugs, like a bag of drugs, and I don't even know what the drugs were in my dream. I just know that, like, 1 minute my hand was empty and the next they were in my hand. And then, like, 2 cops appeared, and I was like, oh no, can't have this. So I threw it in the trash can. And the next thing I know, some man is looking at me and he's like, sit down, we've got to talk about the contraband that you just brought in here. And I was like, okay. He says, we'll let you off with the warning this time, but it's not going to go that way the next time. And I'm like, okay. I'm sort of dazed and confused because the whole dream was just witchy. It wasn't right. And the man who's saying this to me, he is a known sex offender from my hometown. A real creep pot, nasty SOB. Just smiling at me and looking so weird. So weird. And as I go to stand up, there is another little piece OS. Rat, just, someone I used to call a friend. But he hands his hand toward me, like, extends his hand to shake my hand. And I'm shaking his hand, and in his hand is that baggie of whatever those drugs were. And he's like putting it back in my hand. And then I woke up. How weird is that, right? And next month I will be sober for an entire year. This entire year of sobriety, I have never, not one time, had a dream about drugs until just now. Pretty weird, huh? Pretty weird. I don't know, but I smell some bullshit. Please leave me alone. Please. Why in the world is a bunch of people that I have nothing to do with, why are you all so obsessed with me? How come I have moved hours away to a new city and you can't leave me alone? That says so much more about you all than it does me. I don't think about you at all. I mean, I might pick up on your energy in my readings because you are so obsessed with me, but that's not my fault. And I had a similar dream to this last night about a different slew of idiots that I used to know, but I let it go. I wasn't going to say anything about it until it happened for a second night in a row. Surely you all have better things to do.